Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to this edition, September 22nd, 2015, of the Keepin' It Real show, live from Atlanta, Georgia. I am your host, Dennis Aloia, and we've got a show tonight that's literally out of this world. And you'll know what I mean after I bring up my first guest here in just a few moments. But before I get to that, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a volume of shows available on this network. We encourage everybody to go to the website, AmericanHeartsRadio.com, and just check it out. We've got everything from Professor Gravitron, who's a sci-fi expert, to Mr. Dan Glazer with a show called Comics on Parole, where he interviews new and upcoming comics and some comics on their way down as well. So it's always an interesting bit of comedic performance, if you will. And anything in between you can possibly imagine, we've probably got a show out there that'll address it. But anyway, as I mentioned, it's going to be a out-of-the-world experience tonight. But before we get started with my first guest, would like to take a short break and have some interesting information for my viewers out there. So stand by. We'll be right back.
HappyAmp.com, the place to get your portable PA systems. HappyAmp.com makes portable PA systems for professionals who need to be heard. Waistband amps, complete wireless microphone systems with internal battery for wireless use. HappyAmp also has great accessories like headsets, microphones, tripods, audio cords, and hard cases for your HappyAmp products. So shop at HappyAmp.com. And don't forget to tell them that American Hearts Radio LLC sent you. Or you can go to our website at AmericanHeartsRadio.com and click on the Happy Amp banner. Call today at 1-800-504-4800. That's 1-800-504-4800. Or visit Happy Amp at happyamp.com. That's HAPPIE amp.com. Call today at 1-800-504-4800. Get all these great deals and great prices at happyamp.com.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that Happy Amp information. I highly recommend the Happy Amp. It's a great product. I've used one for many, many years. My first guest this evening is regarded as the world's premier mind reader. He is described as the thief of thoughts for his keen ability to read people's thoughts, influence their action, and predict the future. His talents capture the imagination of people from all walks of life. Please welcome psychological entertainer, Mr. Nick Compise.
Hi, Dennis.
Nick, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Did I cover it all?
You got it.
All right, good.
Nailed it.
So you are the world's premier mind reader.
I'll take that, yes.
Okay, good. Is this an ability that you developed, or was this something that you kind of grew up with, or did you get interested in the paranormal, psychological aspect of things? How did that all come about?
No, this for me was all developed. I mean, everyone has, intuition and stuff like that, but as far as that whole psychic stuff, that's not what I'm about, and was never interested in the paranormal. I mean, how did this come about? As a kid, I played sports.
Oh, okay.
I was not the guy who, did magic or anything like that. No, it was nothing like that. It wasn't really until senior year in high school I got involved with martial arts, and the art that I studied was Nihon Goshin Aikido.
Nihon Goshin Aikido?
Yeah, it's a Japanese
Okay.
form of art. And there's have you ever heard of like chi energy?
Yes.
Okay, well in
Chi.
Yes. Now in Japan they call it ki, Ki.
Right.
And you learn how to you can do these amazing things that almost seem like superhuman in a way.
I've seen some of that.
You can do superhuman strength type stuff.
If you have the right chi and you focus it.
Yeah, lots of different things. So in addition to learning how to obviously handle yourself and defend yourself, but ways to practice it was for example, you would stand up, and then one person would grab your arm, another person grabs your arm, and they can lift you up, no problem. Now it's go ahead and lift me up, and they can't. But you're not dropping down. You're just standing there, normal. And then it'll be maybe I'll be nice, and I'll just let them lift me a couple inches off the ground. And then they'll see just your feet go a couple inches off the ground, and that's as far as they can go. Or another one would be just to you can just put your fingers together like this, grab the person's wrist, and just see if you can. All you have to do is just separate their hands, but they can't do it. And you can just sit here just like this and just play. And it's just so it was a really cool thing. That's what kind of got me
So what's the secret there? Are you focusing your energy in one spot of your body?
It's tough to explain. Let me see
Tough
the
to
best
explain.
way to in the way like you practice like your breathing exercises and stuff like that. It's learning how to relax. You're not using strength because again, you can have one person grabbing one wrist, pulling like this, another person's pulling like, and you're just standing here like this, and you can just talk to someone. So how's the weather going? And just if you want to play around with your hands, just have some fun. And it's like it's unbelievable, like the kind of demonstrations you can do, or just stand there and have someone put their hands on you and just pretend you're a linebacker and just start to push me back. But they can't do it. So that's what anyway led me into this curiosity of the thing. Then I saw a magician on TV back in 2000, and they were doing all the cool stuff, doing street magic, and then that's when I thought this is the coolest thing now.
So let me back you up. The chi thing was the basis for evolving into the mentalism thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and the magic kind of propelled that.
Yes, exactly. Because then I saw this again, magician doing these cool stuff on TV, and I just thought, wow, this is really great. And then from there, I started to learn mentalism. Like a lot of performers like us, they start out in magic, and then they branch out. I'm one of the few that actually start right into mentalism. I don't know any magic. If you ask me to do any kind of like card tricks or anything, it's going to be a long night. It's ugly. When you watch me try to shuffle the cards and you see the cards fumble and stumble, that's not an act. That's me on my best day. Well, it's really bad. So.
Did you bring anything with you to illustrate what we're discussing here by any chance?
Yeah. This is just a simple little demo and stuff like that. But it gets the point across. So for the viewers at home, I have a die here.
Maybe you're going to hold your hand up a
little
bit.
We got a die over here. And I brought a little bit bigger one just so they can see it. But Dennis, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to turn around and face that way.
Yeah.
You can pick any number you want. Whatever number you want, let's just pretend you want number 4.
Right.
Okay? Put it down on the table, face up, so that'll be the number chosen. Then cover it with your hands, okay? Because I then need to turn around to look at you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around
and face. So choose the number, put my hand over it.
And then let me know, and I'll turn back around.
Okay, with my hand over it.
Yes, with your hand.
All right. I think I'm ready.
Okay. And did you look at the number?
I did.
You're happy? Can I turn around?
I am extremely happy with this number, yes.
Okay. So this is how I started then understanding about like human behavior and how people think and act. On a die, there's 6 numbers. Now, if you think about it, though, a lot of people, most people, and you may know this from being a performer yourself, are happy being in the middle. They're happy being in the middle because they feel safe amongst their peers. They don't like to be on the outside of things. Okay.
Yeah.
But you, being an entertainer, I believe you would not have gone to the middle. Is that correct? Yours is not a middle number.
That
is that correct? You just wouldn't have done that just because of who you are and your personality.
Right.
The numbers represent a person in terms of their character. For instance, if you're like, say you would go with the number 1, that would mean like you're the kind of person who likes to be right out in front. You're not shy about anything. You'll step right up and do that. Whereas again, 2, 3, you're safe in the middle. Right. 6, you're really in the back where yes, you can provide an answer, or in your work, you'll do a good job, but you're really hoping no one will even talk to you or anything like that because it's just terribly shy. I don't think that was you. I think you went with number 1 just because of who you are and your personality. You went right out there. What did you do?
The number is, can I get a drum roll? 1!
Number 1.
There it is. Unbelievable.
So that's just like a
We didn't set anything up before the show?
Oh, no, nothing. No, nothing at all.
That's amazing. Hey, could we do like, what am I thinking of? Like a battle of the, effects here? Like, I'll do a mental effect now for you.
Oh, boy.
You ready for this?
Okay.
All right?
Be gentle.
This takes a little concentration on my part.
Okay.
So picture in your mind a deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Got them?
Yeah.
In your mind's eye, I want you to just concentrate on any one card of your own free choice.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a moment. Okay, for the first time, name out loud the card you're thinking of.
3 of clubs.
That's amazing. That's the same one I was thinking of.
I have no idea how you did that. That is absolutely amazing.
I have practiced that for years, and it finally worked.
And I take pride in figuring things out. I'm stumped.
Folks, if you want the instructions for that, send me a email and I'll get them to you for $14.50.
That's interesting because that's how I got started. Like for example,
Really?
for example, I would first think of like if I was going to reveal like a destination, have someone think of a destination or a number.
Right.
I would think of a number and then I would try to get it.
Uh-huh.
And at first it took me a while, but then eventually I got pretty good at getting my own number.
Right.
So then I started using other people then, and then so on, just like that. So, yeah.
Have you used anything called Magician's Choice in your show? Do you know what that is? It's subtle.
Yeah, without giving it away to
Without giving it away. Look it up, folks. Google it. Magician's Choice. Okay?
Without giving...
Subtly, maybe?
Giving things...
Maybe in the earlier years?
Yeah. I mean, giving away, like I said, for those things. But, like I said, with what I do, the best thing would be described as, when you see me do something, it's either one or a combination of the following. I use observation, psychology, magic, power suggestion, and showmanship to accomplish what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, for example, I'm also a trained... I'm a hypnotist. I also know about hypnosis and hypnotizing people. I don't do a hypnosis stage show or anything like that, but with hypnosis is actually like a form of magic.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really know it's like an adult form of magic, just like mentalism and stuff, and it really takes a certain skill.
Yeah.
But once you can put a person under, you do these really cool things, like whether even the simplest thing, making their arm raise or whatever, and they don't even know what it is.
I got to ask you. You mentioned when you do your show, you've got a partner you work with. Now, what is your partner do?
That's a different. Sometimes I team up with fellow performers. No, in my show it's just me. But sometimes I team up with fellow performers if we're going to do something like for a good cause, or if we're going to do theater shows. Yeah, then
I got you.
Yeah, I offer, because I'm a psychological entertainer. That's how I brand myself for the folks at home.
We got a short break coming up, folks, but go ahead. You want to save it for after the break?
Yeah, let's save it after, because I don't want to rush, because I want to explain exactly what a mentalist is, and because there's more than one type of version, just like a magician. There's not just one typical type of magician.
Like comedians, there's good comedians and bad comedians.
Well, and there's different categories of them, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a short break here, folks, and we'll be right back. Don't go away, and we're going to have more with Mr. Nick Compise. So stand by. Hey everybody, this is Dennis Aloia, your host of Keepin' It Real. We do a live show the second Tuesday of every month right from Atlanta, Georgia on WEBTV. You can go to harmonybooking.com or AmericanHeartsRadio.com and watch the show live. And you can even comment during the show. We'll read your comments, if they're good comments, while the show is running. And we have a wide variety of guests. We have comedians, we have inspirational speakers, we have people that have had interesting lives, we have people of all different backgrounds. And, the name of the show is Keepin' It Real, and we like to work with real, down-home, honest-to-goodness, everyday people, and that's what we're all about. We certainly hope that you'll take time and tune into the show, tell your friends about it. This show is one of many shows on our network. Some are really hilarious, some are pretty serious, some are musical. We just got a wide variety of different shows to watch and appreciate. We're glad that you have joined us for this short little promotion, and I look forward to you tuning in and letting me know how you like the show. Again, this is Dennis Aloia from Keepin' It Real, live from Atlanta, Georgia. See you on the second Tuesday of next month. Time to blast off. Bye.
Serving Atlanta since 1998, Massey Gutters understands the challenges specific to our area. Massey Gutters is familiar with all aspects of gutters and roofing. We use only the highest quality materials. With our fully trained and professional staff, you are guaranteed to get quality service and work. References available upon request. Call us today for a free estimate. 404-314-6800. Again, that's 404-314-6800. Call Massey Gutters today. 404-314-6800.
Hey, welcome back, folks. You saw a little short commercial for Mr. Chris Massey's show. That was his all-star character, Leon Smoker. So if you stand by on this channel later this evening, you'll see Chris perform one of his shows again. Anyway, we're back with Nick Compise for a few minutes more. And Nick, I wanted you to explain to the audience how long your show typically lasts and how they might be able to get in touch with you if anybody out there is planning a big event.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll also explain exactly what a mentalist is, because there's different types. But really quickly, in terms of my show, for stage show, I usually do a 30 or a 45-minute or a 60-minute show, or up to a 90-minute show, depending on, because I perform in the corporate market as well as college market. Those are my two main markets. I do private parties and stuff like that too. I have a couple coming up too in the next few days, but those are my main markets of what I do. And again, for people to reach me, you can go to www.nickcompise.com, and that's COMPISE.com. Check out my videos and clientele reviews, all that good stuff. But for a mentalist, because a lot of people don't know really what that is. Magician's easier. Magic, you just, because it's just been around, but it's this sort of a new thing. With mentalism, there's really two types of mentalists. You have what I am, which is a psychological entertainer, and that's how I perform with what I say and what I do and things like that. Then you also have the psychic or the paranormal type of entertainers. Those are like your mediums and the people who sometimes can contact the dead, or they deal in the tarot cards, or they do readings and stuff like that. So there's just different categories. Just like with magicians, there are some that specialize in card magic, like we were talking earlier, and some just deal in coins, and some are close-up, some are big stage illusionists and stuff like that. So, but again, I'm a psychological entertainer, so that's how my show is branded around, where I even show the audience how I'm doing, what I'm doing even, and yet it's still definitely an entertaining. Yeah. So I branded myself very, very differently to everyone else to stand. So I have a unique form of entertainment. And
did you ever hear the famous story about Houdini? He knew he was going to die, and he gave his wife a code and said, if there's any way for me to contact you from the other world, I will do it. And contact was never made.
Well, I don't want to release the code. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No. Yeah. But that's so those are just the differences. But that's what my show mainly consists of. But no one gets embarrassed in my show, and it's not like personal stuff like you've seen probably on talk shows where they'll have a psychic on there. Like you've seen like Sylvia Brown, and she used to be on the Montel, and some in the audience, and you're this and that. And then people start thinking that's what it is. That is not what my show is.
Well, folks, you got to check out Nick's website and really see a little video clip of what he does. And Nick, I want to thank you for coming on board
my
tonight.
Pleasure.
It's
Thank
been
you.
great.
Thank
You've
you.
enlightened
Terrific.
me. Now I know a little bit more about what you do and who you are. And I'm sure our audience might be interested in having an event where you might be the appropriate entertainment.
I perform all over the world, so contact me, and we'll make it happen.
Great. Thanks again, Nick.
Oh, my pleasure.
We'll see
Thank
you soon.
Dennis. Thank you.
Okay, folks, I'm going to bring up another fabulous entertainer here this evening. Come on up here, Dan. Switch seats with Nick. Hello, this is Mr. Dan Glazer. He paid me to put him on my show tonight, so I feel obligated to.
You wish.
He has the lowest rated show of any of our shows on this network, which is kind of an interesting event.
How do you? I don't even know what my rating is. I don't know who watches the show.
You're one notch below my rating. Let me fix my table. I'm about to levitate. Wasn't that an interesting?
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, wasn't that interesting?
Yeah, fascinating.
So you want to get your mind read?
Well, you don't read minds. You're not a medium.
Well, talk to the camera. There might be somebody out there that's reading your mind.
No, I don't want my mind read.
Why? What would they see?
My mind's in Braille. You couldn't read it.
We are trying to put together, I should say we, Dan is trying to put together a very special guest for October on both of our shows, the man of 1,000 voices.
Yeah, well, 150.
150. I give him credit for more than he's worth because he's such a good guy. He's such a great entertainer locally here. He's on a regular AM radio station every day from
That's
12
FM.
to 3 o'clock.
It's FM.
Oh, FM, that's
Yeah.
right, FM.
109.6 or 106.7.
Yeah, his name is Jim Gossett.
Yeah, the Kimmer Show.
The Kimmer Show, and he does Donald Trump perfectly and everybody
That's
else
about
you can
150
possibly imagine.
people.
Yeah.
Let's hope he comes on.
I'm
now.
hoping he does because we can have a lot of laughs and
Yeah.
be an interesting time.
He really isn't so much he wants to come on our shows. What he wants to do is come on a Donald Trump so we film it and he can use it as a marketing tool.
I
He really
see.
isn't interested in our audience.
Oh,
He needs it to use as a marketing tool.
how about that?
I'm just kidding.
Well, we're going to use him for a marketing tool.
That's right. That's right.
When is your show going to be broadcast?
And he's open for Leno. A lot of big
Really?
stars. Yeah. a lot
No
of-
kidding.
Yeah.
He's been in the business a long time. We
Oh,
saw his
yeah.
show up close and personal several months ago. Remember?
Yeah. Go to Google Jim Gossett and you'll see all he does.
Yeah.
He started very young in his 20s. And he had many opportunities to become very, very famous.
Yeah.
But he always kind of sabotaged himself. He was in the finals of Star Search to get on Star Search, and it didn't pay much. So he had a gig that paid $800, so he took the gig.
I'll be damned.
He actually was supposed to be on Sean Hannity's show when he was here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Sean Hannity was brutal. I don't know if you ever listened, but he would
I
hang
did.
up on
I
people.
did, yeah.
You know, his wife went to my high school.
Really?
But anyway, and he ended up on the Kimmer show. So Sean Hannity ended up mad at Jim Gossett.
Huh.
So I don't know if they ever. I just heard this through Jim.
Yeah.
So I haven't
you're not
heard
giving away secrets.
Sean Hannity's side of it.
Yeah.
But but he knows a lot of biggies.
Good.
But he's not contrary to belief, he's not a far right conservative.
Oh, well.
He's more
I'll
of
have
a-
mine anyway.
He's more of a libertarian type.
Who are you having for your guests on your next show, and when will that be broadcast?
Well, my next show is going to be at 9:30
Tonight?
Yes.
On this network?
Yes.
Wow. So everybody can stand by and watch
And
the
we
show.
have Mr. Mope Williams, who's
Mope?
You know Mope?
Mope.
You
I
act
thought
like
that-
you know him.
No, but, years ago we used that term on
This
people that
guy
were...
is hilarious. He's very, very. You know, this is an interesting story.
Yeah.
A guy named Clayton English just won stand-up. What's it called? Last Comic Standing.
Last comic stand.
And Clayton English used to come in Jerry Farber's side door at our open mic. And I had him on the list to come on Comics on Parole, and he just won the nicest kid in the world. He just won Last Comic Standing, which, you know what they win when they win Last Comic Standing? They win $250,000,
Really?
and they help develop a project for that person.
Wow.
This is the nicest kid, and I'm really glad.
And he was scheduled to be on your show.
No, I had him on the list to come on my
Oh,
show.
on the list. You have to
He's
get
out
on
of
the
town a
list.
lot.
Yeah.
So
It's like your wish
It's always
list.
nice. You always regret not having the show if they become
Yeah.
big.
Well, I had a young comic on the show a couple of years ago. He went on to...
Have we done the show that long?
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah,
now.
but then he went on Arsenio Hall show. Remember
Oh,
him?
K-Dub, I got him on your show. He didn't show up for my show.
K-Dub, but
He showed up for your show.
Well, I told him what your ratings were.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, K-Dub has actually been signed by T.I.
T.I.
T.I. the rapper.
Oh, really?
You don't know who he is?
No, I'm not into that.
I thought I was out of it. No, T.I. He was just in a movie with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
I can't think of the name, but he's in a lot of movies, and T.I. has a TV show called T.I. and Tiny's Family Hustle.
Okay.
And his T.I.'s sister was on Comics on Parole. Precious is her name.
Yes, I remember her.
And so he's just been signed by T.I.'s group. So they may be doing things. K-Dub's a nice guy. He never came on my show.
Was he the
always
guy
had
that
you.
showed up late on my show?
Yes.
That's him.
He
Okay.
called into my show, but he just said
Yeah.
he didn't want to be seen on my show.
Yeah, well, look, I can understand that. I don't want to be seen on your show either.
No, what happened, I had 2 comics scheduled to
Yeah.
go on the show, and neither one showed up.
Uh-huh.
So Stacy Silverman showed up with the singer, and they carried the whole show.
How is Stacy?
I don't know. She's moved away, lives in Savannah.
She was your sidekick?
Huh?
She didn't get married, did she?
No.
She has a boyfriend, but she hadn't gotten
Okay.
married yet.
No. But she was a great sidekick for you.
Yeah,
and
she was
she would
cute.
show up
Very
in different
talented.
costumes and
Yeah,
stuff.
very
It
talented.
Really added a lot to the
Yeah.
show.
None of this stuff leads to anything anymore.
Well,
You know, you
do
could
the
end
best
up on
you
Johnny
can.
Carson,
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall.
yeah,
No one thing makes you anymore.
right.
You used to be able to go on Johnny Carson, you were made, especially if you actually sit on the couch.
Exactly.
Everything's changed. Everything's different. And in a way, it's good because Facebook lets people develop their own fame. Look,
That's true.
What's the comedian? I was going to say T.I. I can't think of his name. I'm losing my mind. One of the top
Let's
comedians
get the
today.
mind reader back.
Yeah, wait. C.K. Lewis. C.K. Lewis. He did his own thing on Facebook, got thousands of hits, and they called him for a show. Or YouTube. He did a so anyway. So
Some
you
guy
make your
got
own
famous
thing.
on YouTube.
C.K. Lewis.
C.K. Lewis.
Is that his name? Yeah, C.K. Lewis.
I never heard of him. I know.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I just watched this network. We got all
Yeah.
the top things right here.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But
So-
anyway, Dan, I'm going to encourage everybody to stay tuned for your show, which will be coming on. Let's see, in about another hour and a
9:30.
quarter.
9:30
9:30
really comes
right?
on too late.
Yeah, you think
I
so?
gotta get an earlier show.
Well, try to stay awake. Go
I
get some
will.
coffee and
It's-
come back.
It's the ragweed. It's very high today.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I have no energy.
Oh, okay. Well, look, Dan, thanks a lot for
Thank you.
saving my show.
Thank
and
you.
As you
I
always
can't wait
do.
till this posts, so your one viewer gets to watch it tomorrow. Me.
We have a cast of millions out there.
You
in the
never know.
Internet
You
world.
never know. No, you probably get an average people watching 80 to 100 people live, and then it goes out to 7,000 social
Yeah.
that are live.
Yeah.
It goes on. This is interesting.
Yeah.
I was listening to iTunes Radio on my
Right.
iPhone,
Right.
and all of a sudden I hear Comics on Parole on it.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's actually
Wow.
on iTunes Radio. Then they go out to about thousands of soldiers.
Yes, it does.
It's live on Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube.
We have got, seriously, viewers in Germany, United Kingdom, Australia, France, many places.
How do you know this?
Because I was told that that's a fact.
Who told you that?
I talked to a woman in Germany live on this show one night.
Oh
was
yeah,
in
she
Munich.
wrote a book. I know who you're talking about.
wrote a book,
about
yeah.
sharks, right?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm old, I can't remember.
Either
What's your
lawyers
name?
or sharks. I can't remember.
It's all the same. Well, look, folks, I'll be back next month with a brand new edition of this show. I hope you will see fit to join me and my guests at that time, who are at the present time going to remain unannounced until we
'Cause
get
you don't
to the
know who
big-
they are.
We never know who's going to show up. That's right. It could be somebody famous. You never know.
That's right.
But anyway, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure. And until next time, this is Dennis Aloia. Keep it real. Take care.